Hello everyone, it's me again, just another quick knife review. This is one that I was very excited about. I actually got it in the mail today. I got this secondhand, got this today. This is the Spyderco Gayle Bradley 2. So this is a really neat little knife. This is one that I was really looking forward to. This one and another one that I've got I'll probably talk about in the next video were ones that I was very excited about for kind of goofy reasons. So this one is obviously, like I said, it's Spyderco, carbon fiber scales, M4 blade, phosphor bronze washers, liner lock, and just a really nice action. This one, like I said, I got secondhand. I had just the tiniest bit of little tip damage, like somebody had stuck it in something that they shouldn't have. So I kind of reworked the tip a bit just to kind of get that point back. It's still not great, but it's all right. Kind of honed the edge a bit. Lubricated cleaned everything off, lubricated the washers, put it all back together. This is actually a really nice, really easy knife to do work on because of the way the pivot is. This is, again, I'm kind of a knife noob a bit, so this one was new to me. I'm used to knives like this, like the Tenacious, also a liner lock, but see how the pivot has a collar here and the pivot screw here. Well, this one has the pivot screw on both sides and just a sleeve that they both attach to. So this was really pleasant to work on. This is out of the Taichung, Taiwan factory, and I'll just say everything that seems like everything that comes out of the Taichung, Taiwan factory is top notch. Like I said, I really only adjusted the pivots to the point where the blade was centered, so it's pretty stiff. I'm thinking that'll continue to break in a bit and just kind of work itself out the more I play with it. Haven't really had a lot of time to play with this one because I just got it today. I will say I have noticed one little thing on this knife is that you can probably tell right here where that liner is, the liner lock is really hidden behind that offside scale, and because of the way they I guess they shadow box it or maybe cut the scale just a bit narrower than the frame, it can really kind of tear up the finger. I found it was really wrecking my thumb right in this area to unlock it like this, which is my normal method, just to dig a thumbnail in there. But it's, like I said, it's working itself out a bit. I'm gonna change the pocket clip on this, I think. I'm kind of thinking about the MXG deep carry clip and the bronzed anodized variant. But yeah, really digging this knife. So let's take a look at it compared to some others. We'll save that one for last. My usual Kershaw leak. I just happened to choose the one today with the carbon fiber scales as well. It's substantially larger than the leak. This is a pretty big knife. It's a surprisingly large knife. The Benchmade bug out. Again, it's a substantially large knife. Get them all in a row here. And then finally, and likely the very best comparison in terms of size, the Spyderco Tenacious. Well, as far as the ones that I judge size against. So as you can see, this is a pretty big knife, and with M4 steel and these carbon fiber scales, this is a high quality knife as well. So this is a design by Gayle Bradley. I had to have this because I mentioned in a previous video that I am from and in the DFW area of Dallas, and Gayle Bradley, I don't know if we can, how well we can see that. It's a little Texas right there, and it says Weatherford on it. Weatherford, Texas is really just down the road from me. So kind of a Spyderco homage to Texas is the reason I felt like I needed to have this. So let's get a quick measurement here. The scales are, or the blade is overall, it's hard to see, I can't see. 3 3/4, 3.75 inches overall blade length. These scales are 4 3/4. The cutting edge is right at 3.5. So it's pretty good sized knife. Oh yeah, we gotta grab a weight on it. And I'll tell you, for carbon fiber, again, it's a big knife, so, but for carbon fiber, steel liners, 4.4 ounces. It's a pretty heavy knife too. I think this would fit in nicely as a gentleman's carry. I think this would compare really favorably to the, let me grab it, to the ZT 0460, if I can find it, in my box of knives. Here it is. Yeah, those are, as I may have mentioned in a previous video, I am a huge fan of Ernest Emerson. And this is the Emerson ZT 0640. Oop, like I said, only had this knife one day. Yeah, so these two I think match up really nicely in terms of overall size. And actually, in terms of price, they're quite comparable as well. I don't really like to get into the prices on these discontinued knives, these aftermarket knives that I buy secondhand, because it's, if I say I got it for $200 or $240, you know, there may not be another one out there for less than $275. You may find one for $175. You know, it's just a matter of kind of luck, really. So this knife, when I bought it, also came with a set of micarta scales. And I'll be honest, I do love me some micarta. Just kind of the look to it. But I gotta say, these carbon fiber scales really do. There they are with the micarta. These are super smooth. They look really good. Weathered, worn. Those are from Sharp Dress Knives, by the way. So the guy I bought it from online, obviously, took the time to get an extra set of scales and sent it with both, which is much appreciated. And to be honest, probably the main reason why I chose this one over one that was just a little bit cheaper, because it came with the scales. Yeah, I love the micarta, but this carbon fiber, man, it looks good and it feels good. It's got a really good texture to it. Not quite as tacky as a G10. Yeah, not quite as tacky as a G10, but you know, not as smooth as a metal or a wood, and not as cheap feeling as an FRN. Just a really, really attractive knife. One that I'm really, really glad to get. While we're in quarantine, I might carry this around a little bit from time to time, just to kind of get a feel for it in pocket. I'm going to keep working this action, playing with it. As far as the action goes, it feels really clean. It's not the best action that I've got, to be honest. And I feel like I say this all the time now after that, the Hogue Deca and the Spyderco Hunan. But the ZT 0460 or 0640, yeah, 0640, man, it is one that is phenomenal. This pivot is too tight. I haven't messed with it. But this feels clean. This one feels very good. It's not quite as good as the ZT or a few of my others. I would say this is probably on par with, let's say, any of my Benchmades. But man, it's an attractive knife. Like I said, I'm gonna get a different pocket clip for it, something that's a little less plain Jane, dress it up a little bit. But outside of that, that's this knife in a nutshell. The Spyderco Gayle Bradley 2. Gayle Bradley from Weatherford, just down the road. If you guys have any questions, if y'all feel like, if y'all think I ought to install these micarta scales, or just leave these carbon fibers on there, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions, ask down below. You guys have a great night.